HTMS Prasae. It's a former Thai Navy frigate that was in use for Thailand for 50 years, but before that it fought in the Korea War, it fought in World War II, but now it is a big memorial on the mouth of the river, right at the far end of Rayong Province. So you can come here, you can climb up the ship, have a look around. They've got steps up the side, you can go up, have a look around the ship. There's a lot of food and drink here as well. And I'd say half an hour here is absolutely fine. A little bit more if you can eat some food and drink. And you can climb around a big old warship in Rayong Province. So let's take a walk onto the ship. Let's just have a quick look, give you some information. It's open 8 o'clock to 6 o'clock. There's 2 stairways either side. You can't bring food, don't lean on the rail, don't scratch, look after children, dress politely, no smoking, don't bring weapons or hazardous stuff in, walking only in the determined direction, and no pets. Well, I think I'm okay on all those scores for now. So let's get up this stairway, which is quite steep. So we've got to do a good walk up. Pretty easy to get up, but maybe getting down, gonna have to watch your feet a little bit. We're on the ship, we're on the deck, and we're walking up towards the bows. It feels very stripped down from all the things that would have been around when it was in use, but we still have a gun right on the front here. That's kind of taking you back to its war days. And then you have a big machine here with a lot of pulleys and wheels to haul the anchor up and down. And now I'm up at the bow, and I got a pretty good view. So let's walk down the other side, see what we can see. In fact, this looks like a steam engine style with the big pistons here. Like I say, a lot of stuff has been stripped off, all the ancillary stuff. So it's a very kind of bare warship. There's brackets and things like that would have housed life buoys or boats. And it doesn't feel that big, to be honest. It's an exhibition room, but it is locked. So let's have a little walk down to the back end. They certainly have put all this nice awning over it so you can walk around here and you're not getting battered in the midday sun. We have guns at the side as well. Not a very big diameter gun, and you can see the recoil action there, and you can see the shield as well, and the way the guy would have put this over his shoulders and fired away. And here we've got a lot of stuff, I think like air conditioning unit kind of things. Pardon me, I know nothing about warships at all, but this actually doesn't feel very big when you get on it. Frigates are not big, and this feels quite small. And we have a gun at the back. We've got another deck below that sticks out further. And there's still a lifeboat on this side. Let's walk round here and go up to the top deck. Well, actually, we've got several decks here. So let's go straight to the top deck, then we'll come back and look at this one. So here on the top deck, we have no shelter from the sun. We have another machine gun style gun there. And then if we climb up, finally we get up to the bridge of the ship. This is where the captain and the pilots and the senior people would have steered the ship when it was going into battle. And you can see the remains of heavy duty switches and gauges and things like that, but they've all been stripped out or broken. And here in the middle we have a compass, and in amongst a ship of metal, here are some wooden drawers on the captain's bridge. All the implements for steering a ship, but they've all kind of been long since not used. This has been out of service and stripped down a long time. So we've actually got one final little deck we can climb up to. And here we go, we're right at the top now. So you can see a bit of a mast here and a radar on top there, and you could climb up there, but I won't try doing that. This is high enough for me. It's always easy getting up, but getting down is a little bit more work. And there's a lot of gaps and there's a lot of things that you could bang your head on around here. Here we got the machine gun. Let's have a look onto this little deck at the back. And here is the funnel and what look like the air horns as well. But the funnel you can actually see is rusted right through. And again, we can see the mast and we can see the radar right towering above us. Okay, now we need to get down the staircase again. And I am going to go backwards. And I think I am going at a quite slower speed than the guys would have gone up and down this when they were under attack. And here on this deck, which I skirted before, we have got more guns sticking out in little pods. And we'll try and get round to the front. And here we have a forward gun. So we've got several guns on different decks. And this gives us a better view of where the captain would have stood, and you can see the Thai emblem there. There's a lot of little narrow passageways, and here we're right at the base of the mast. And if they don't call them masts on a frigate, please accept my apologies, because I know nothing about naval vessels whatsoever. So go down forward this way. I'm not sure whether to go forward or backwards in a rush, but I'm taking it quite carefully. And that is pretty much it. We can't go into the ship inside it, but we can get over 3 decks, can walk around, we can see the guns, see the captain's workplace, we can see a lifeboat, so we can kind of see everything going on. And here on this plinth is a little bit of history about the ship, but it is all in Thai, and you'll find that in Rayong Province. They don't put much English, it's all in Thai. The story of HTMS Prasae starts in 1943. It was built in a shipyard in Los Angeles as part of the World War II warship building effort. And it went into service in 1944 as the USS Gallup. It did 1944, 1945, and then the war was over. Then it was transferred to the Russians, and it was transferred back in 1949 and sent to their Far East Fleet yards in Japan, where it gathered dust, but not for long, because in 1950 it saw service in its second war, the Korean War. 50-51 it fought in Korea, and then in October 1951 it was transferred to the Thai Navy, and for half a century it was in service defending Thailand until 2000, and then it was lights out, it was decommissioned, and the idea was to have this as a memorial at Sattahip Naval Base just down the coastline. But then the guys up here said, hang on, this ship, it's named after our river, we have a big connection with it. We want it as an educational centre and as a tourist monument. And it was towed up here and planted here. And then for the last 21 years, it has sat here. And by the look of it, it's going to be here for the next 21 and probably the 21 after that. And that's the story of this ship. Built in America, fought in 2 wars, protected Thailand for 50 years, and now it is a memorial. You can see the ship behind me, but can actually walk out on this jetty where there's people fishing and really go walk right into the mouth of the estuary and get a really good view of the atmosphere here. There's a little bit of wind, which is not too bad. It's cooling me down on a pretty hot day. But if we get to the end of the jetty and you can see the guy fishing there, you can see all the fishing fleet around. You can see a sunken wreck over there. You can see like a tour boat, the row bridge, and all the atmosphere going on at the mouth of this river. There's a huge amount of building work going on here. Looks like they're going to build all sort of new decks and things around the ship. So if you come in here maybe 6 months after I've made this video, it should hopefully be a lot better. I'm having to climb over a few rocks and a lot of sand. Right next to the ship there is loads of F&B, and you can see there's a durian seller there. There's a guy selling juices there, ice cream van, and a lot of street food shops. So you've got plenty of F&B here, And then also you've got all this seating area that's covered like the restaurant frontage style, so you can sit and eat there, and the sea breeze will keep you cool, and you're shaded, and you're right next to the ship, so you don't have to worry at all about the food and drink side of things. And that's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed a quick look at this ship. I think it's an interesting place if you're in the area to drop by for half an hour or so and have a look what a warship from World War II is really like, because it's sitting there and it's about as original as it gets.